So you're thinking about quitting music? I hear you. Let's talk about it. What's happening, everybody? My name is Bobby Borg, musician, author, and professor. And there's usually 3 reasons why people would consider quitting music. And the first one is awareness. You feel that there's not enough people paying attention, and it's starting to get a little frustrating. Sure, the art of creating music is absolutely beautiful. It fulfills your life. However, I think for most artists, one of the most important things is reciprocation of that art, knowing that other people are enjoying it as much as you. And when it feels like nobody's listening, you kind of throw up your hands and you might feel like, well, then what is the point? But my suggestion to you guys, without getting into this like long marketing, kind of analysis about what you're doing, is to find ways where you can bring the music to the people rather than the people coming to your music. Let me give you an example real quick. There's this beautiful documentary right now on Netflix where this couple actually bought a school bus, renovated, took their dog, and just went across country with their cameras, filming the beautiful countryside, and then wrote the soundtrack to that documentary and actually got it licensed on Netflix. Boom. Now people are seeing their beautiful footage, and they're also hearing their beautiful music as well. And they connected with an audience. Now, I'm not talking about like making a record and throwing it out on Spotify. I'm talking about doing more interesting and unique things that maybe aren't as competitive as something like Spotify. Just something to think about, okay? Then the second reason why people usually think about quitting music is because the financial burden of doing this, right? I mean, it takes a long time to write songs and to record them and to put them out there and to play shows and things of that nature. But you've got to make a living. You've got to pay your bills, and the music thing might not be doing it, right? Especially when you're doing original music. So that can really wear on you. It's kind of like, well, I got to get a real job kind of thing, right? Well, here's a couple solutions to that. That was my biggest fear when I first graduated from college. It was like, God forbid, I don't want to get a normal job. So what I did is I found peace with, as long as I was doing music, I was going to be happy. So first thing I did is I created a music teaching business where I taught other students, and that brought in a lot of money. Then also doing cover bands, playing weddings, playing cruise ships, playing in drum corps, actually, doing sessions and things of that nature. These are all things that actually brought in significant amounts of money, which enabled me to keep on doing my original stuff and working towards sort of a future with my original groups as well. So that's how I found a solution. There's lots of side hustle kind of music related type things out there that you might want to look into. And then the third thing that actually oftentimes causes people to just want to give up is that because they feel they're not any good, and they just look out and they compare themselves with everybody else, and they see how amazing other people might be, and they might feel like they don't really match up to that. Well, look, here's the bottom line. First of all, let's not talk about comparing yourself to other people. Let's talk just about getting good, right? It doesn't happen overnight. The greats practiced day after day after day, year after year, sometimes decade after decade to get where they are today. I remember when I was at Berklee College of Music, I was practicing up to 20 hours a day. And I got to be honest with you, I loved the whole process of it. Waking up in the morning, stretching, going in there, practicing, taking your breaks. I loved the whole process of it. It brought my life fulfillment. It brought my life purpose. It was something to always work toward. And I put in the time. I put in way over the 10,000 hours. Really. So you have to get the kind of mindset that this isn't something that just happens overnight. It's going to take time. Okay, you guys. So if you're thinking about quitting music, maybe these 3 things I just discussed with you today might help you. My name is Bobby Borg, helping musicians turn their art into more successful business. Hey, if you would, please like and hit that subscribe button as well. I'm trying to get up to 10,000 followers. And of course, the more people that watch, the more my message gets out there to, more musicians just like you. So I'd really appreciate it. Okay, you guys, be sure to check out the next video. Peace, love. later. So you're thinking about quitting music? I hear you. Let's talk about it.